So, as we were talking about earlier, one of our things to do in the cold months when we get the wood stove going is seeing exactly what anybody can come up with for creations for lunch. Today, we've got some homemade chili, and went on the stove earlier this morning. We've got some bread that's warming on one of our rocks, and today, oh yeah, definitely a nice hot stove. That's just about ready to start eating.
Nice.
I'll lunch here in just a little bit.
Mmm. I don't know if pirates had this food this good, but it is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It is. Sailors' daily consistency for the time in the early 1700s was a little bit of ship's bread. It's called hardtack or ship's biscuit. But as you can see, we cheat a little bit. Fresh bread from the Walmart bakery. We're not bashful. The meat would actually be salted and dehydrated. Any fresh vegetable that would be on board would actually be local produce that they would have gotten from on shore. Of course, going across the ocean, that food would have probably only lasted a couple of weeks before it started going bad. Then you'd have to start mixing it with other things and bake it down, and hope that you didn't get sick from it.
How do you guys do the wooden stove? Is it like charcoal, or looks like it's got this little thing underneath there or whatever?
Oh no, it's a wood stove. Got a nice high bed of embers in there. Got some logs.
Let's get this tripod thing up. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh man.
Yep, that's what keeps us warm around here in the wintertime.
It's definitely warmer in here than it is outside.
Yeah.
My fingers started to swell up from being outside and getting them working, and they're out there working on the ship, which is awesome. So just trying to get that stuff rolling, rocking and rolling.
It's cold. It's cold. We really do appreciate you coming up this morning and spending the day with us.
Yeah, anything I can do to help you guys get some more exposure. I think you guys have a great cause. It's it's awesome. And I guess I'm just wondering where you guys are at. You know, where you guys are looking to go. And those are really long questions, but I'm sure people out there are wondering. Okay, so. Why are they on this show? What are they looking for? And how close are they to getting there?
Well, the Colonial Seaport Foundation is 3 years old this March. We're building a ship. That ship is going to represent local trade and commerce up and down the East Coast, specifically at the Chesapeake Bay area. What we're looking to do is, we've got such a historically rich area here between Jamestown, Yorktown, and Williamsburg, that everybody knows those stories of the first settlers that landed at Jamestown, of the development of Williamsburg, how it led to revolution, the Battle of Yorktown that ultimately ended the Revolutionary War. But there's a span between the landing of Jamestown and the settlement and the revolution. We're looking at 150 years of history that isn't covered. With Luna and the Colonial Seaport Foundation, our objective is to fill that void, to explain the local history, the trade and the commerce, and what ultimately led from tobacco colony of Virginia to the seat of revolution. It may have started up in Massachusetts, but that was just the beginning of the battle. That was actually let's say the Boston Tea Party. Did you know that Virginia actually had two Boston Tea Parties, their version of the Boston Tea Party? One was in Hampton, and the other was in Yorktown.
Okay.
Tea was thrown into the harbor at both of those locations here in Virginia as well.
Okay.
Nobody knows that history. We want to bring that history to the citizens around the Chesapeake Bay, and we have a perfect platform to do that on with Luna. Everybody likes tall ships, especially here on the Chesapeake Bay, and what we want to do is use Luna as the floating classroom for the lower Chesapeake Bay to tell these different stories of our nation's founding and our history.
So basically, it would be like a classroom. You guys would go in and you'd pick up students, and then you would take them on an adventure and educate them, and they get to learn a lot, but they get to be on a ship too, basically.
We can do that on board a ship, absolutely.
Yeah.
At this point, we're going to be dockside most of the time,
right.
Just logistically moving around on the Chesapeake Bay. we feel that we can actually reach more people staying dockside and having people coming on board and showing how the ship works. I'm not saying that we won't be out under sail, but most of our programming is going to be dockside. That way more people can be on board and experience the program.
Right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And where are you guys going? I guess, how is it looking as far as the fundraising and things that you guys have going on?
Well, the economy is pretty tight right now. Everybody knows that. Funding, we're doing okay. We can always do better. What we're looking for are corporate sponsors or individual sponsors to help with the ship itself. Our education program is already in place. We've been working with the Department of Education, developing our programs for the standards of learning. These have actually already been in place through different museums and school groups in Virginia already. What we're looking for now is to get the ship going, and we're looking for private donors and corporate sponsors to help us out with that. Okay. Here comes our ship, right? Pulling some boats. So never a dull moment in the boatyard. That we're always moving around.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really awesome. It's beautiful outside. It's snowing, but I mean, at least I'm by a fire.
Absolutely. Not quite as good as a presidential fireside chat, but hey, we got chili cooking for lunch.
Yeah,
We got a fire going.
Definitely.
So that's what we're looking for, and that's our program. Our anticipated budget is $250,000 to get the vessel floating.
Okay.
Obviously, the longer that we're on shore, the more that budget increases. We've got some money set aside to get us through the winter construction. We're looking for sponsors to help us out when the spring and summertime come around. We've got a big push in the